Hi everyone, it is Miss Chelsea with the Mount Holly Library, and today we have a creative and crafty video. So I have three different crafts that we are going to DIY today, and all of the supplies for each of these crafts can be found either already in your home or you can get them from your local dollar store. So one of the first things that we have that we're going to be doing today is a duct tape zippered pouch. We are also going to be making a stylus for your smartphone or tablet. And the last thing is we are going to be making Play-Doh, homemade Play-Doh with just two or three ingredients. You have the option to add a third, but it really just takes two for the basic form of it. So let's go ahead and get started with our duct tape zippered pouch. So you are going to need duct tape. I would recommend using two different kinds for the design, a pair of scissors, and a Ziploc bag. I use the sandwich bag. You can use the gallon bags. I just think the sandwich bags are big enough. So the first thing you're going to do is take a piece of duct tape and you're going to go right underneath the zippered area on your Ziploc bag and go ahead and start it right there. And you're going to leave enough tape on each side, about 1.5 to 2 inches, so you can fold that over on the other side, just like it shows here in the picture. And next, you're going to fold those ends over. And then you're going to repeat this process all the way down so that it'll look like this. And don't worry if you see a little bit extra left on the bottom. When we add our trim, that area will get covered. So now what you're going to do is you're going to turn your Ziploc bag over and just repeat this process all the way down. I would say make sure that the areas that you leave hanging off the sides are about around 1 inch, a little bit shorter, so they'll be covered. And then again all the way down to the bottom. And then you'll see the seams in the bottom and it'll sort of look a little rough, but it's okay because we're going to cover that with our trim, which is going to be that second duct tape option that we have, just like so. So you're just going to lay it over and then fold it over and cut off any excess that you see. Just be careful not to cut the bag. And then you're going to repeat that step on the bottom and then again on the other side. So what I like to do is fold the bottom part up first and then fold the side over top of that. And I normally will do the sides first and then I'll do the bottom last. And now it's time to do the top. So what you're going to do is you're going to take again another piece of that trim duct tape that you used before for your sides and the bottom of the bag, and you're just going to lay it on top of that top zippered part. Again, you'll have some excess hanging off the sides, and that's okay because we're going to trim everything up. You're going to go ahead and trim those up. Now, when you go to fold this down, be very careful you don't actually fold the tape over the raised areas where the zipper part goes, or it will not close. So before you lay the tape down, make sure you also cut off the corners. That way, so when you lay it down, it'll be a lot easier. And you won't see it once you put the other side on. And like I said, just be very careful not to lay the tape over the raised areas. So you're going to do the same thing on the other side. And again, just make sure you trim those edges and then cut off those corners. Fold it down. So this is what your final product will look like. Your duct tape zippered pouch, you will be able to open it. You can put things in there, pencils, craft supplies, and then you can just close it up just like you would a regular Ziploc bag. All right, next we have a DIY stylus, and this is for your smartphone, a tablet, anything that you have touchscreened that you would like to use a stylus for. This is how you can make one of those. So what you're going to need is about 3 by 5 strips of aluminum foil. And you'll need 2 of those, a golf pencil, or you can use a pipe cleaner or even a Q-tip, something around that size that you have laying around your house. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to take your pencil and you're going to lay it about probably 1.5 to maybe 2 inches onto the aluminum foil right at the end, and you're going to start rolling it up. And you're going to roll it all the way until you get to the end. And then when you pick it up, you're going to flatten the excess at the top where the pencil is not in the aluminum foil. And you'll get that as flat as you can. And you're going to start folding it down. And you'll just create little tiny folds until you get all the way to the base of the pencil that's inside of the foil. Now, if it's not completely flat on top, it does need to be flat. You can rub it on a hard surface to get more of a flat top. And here's Mr. Jordan giving us his phone to use for our example. And just like that, you have a DIY stylus that will write on your smartphone. So you can also make this with a pipe cleaner by folding it in half and then folding it in half again and then twisting it up and just repeating those steps with the golf pencil and the aluminum foil. And it'll have the same outcome. And here's us using that with Mr. Jordan giving us his phone again one more time. So next we have homemade Play-Doh, and for this you are going to need a container to mix your Play-Doh ingredients, a Ziploc bag for storage, some cornstarch, a spoon to mix everything together, and for the last one you can either use lotion or you can use conditioner. So this is a three-part method. It is 2 parts cornstarch to 1 part conditioner or lotion. We're actually going to use the lotion for this recipe. So for example, if I use 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, I'm only going to use 1 tablespoon of conditioner. And then once you have that in the tub, and mix that all together as best as you can. And if you need to add more conditioner or if you need to add more lotion, whichever one you use, or you can adjust it by adding more cornstarch. So then once you've got it all mixed together, go ahead and start kneading it around. It's going to be a little crumbly at first and you might get a little bit of cornstarch on your hands, but the more you knead it and play with it, the softer and more solid it's going to become and it's going to stick together a lot better, as you can see here. So now you have your Ziploc bag. You can go ahead and put your Play-Doh into your Ziploc bag to keep it fresh and from drying out. Here is our zippered pouch. We can go ahead and put in our stylus and our bag of Play-Doh, and we can carry it in our brand new duct tape zippered pouch. Thank you all so much for joining the Creative and Crafty today. I hope you all are doing well. We miss everyone so much, and you guys have a great day.